Hi, hello everyone, it's Shelby here. Welcome back to my channel. Glad you're with me today because today's video is going to be everyone's favorite video that I do, which is talking about all of the new romance books that are going to be coming out next month because we are sitting at the end of November. Crazy. And it's time to talk about all the books that are going to be coming out in December. Now, this list is honestly I think my shortest anticipated releases list that I've made this year. I don't know, there's just not as many books coming out in December that I'm interested in. There are tons of romances and fantasy books coming out in December. I am just listing ones that have caught my eye, that I am interested in. I know there's several like dark romances and small town romances that are going to be coming out. I actually only have like one slash-ish two holiday romances on here, which is kind of surprising. I think all of the holiday romances tend to come out in October and November. There are more coming out in December. Like I said, it's just none of them really caught my eye. I'm sure I'm probably missing some on here. I was trying to dig through stuff. There are also a couple books on this list that don't actually have dates for them yet, but I am suspecting they will be coming out in December. So enough of my rambling, we're going to get right into these books. So first up, several coming out on the 2nd of December. First up, we have The Mating Game. No. Yes, The Mating Game. I can't read my writing for some reason. By Lana Ferguson. I know she writes a lot of different like shifter romances, and I really need to get on and actually read some of them because they sound great. I've heard great things about them. This one is two shifters. Our female main character is a late presenting Omega shifter, which I just recently read a late presenting Omega in an Omegaverse story. So I think that was kind of cool that this is now like same kind of scenario, but like a shifter romance. Anyway, she is a contractor and she's tasked with working with this guy on his place, but he is an alpha shifter. And so, of course, it's going to end up being a romance between them. So this sounds really cute. Then Something Wicked by Fallon Ballard. This also comes out in the 2nd. This one sounds so cool. This is a fantasy romance, but it is Macbeth meets Moulin Rouge with magic. And I just think that sounds so cool. So we have our male main character, and he must kill his father in order to get in the running to become president, because in this world the monarchy has been overthrown, and so now they're wanting to have like a presidency, but in order to become in the running, like they have to kill their fathers. I don't know. So anyway, so he enlists the help of a magical courtesan to help him. And I don't know, this sounds so cool. Then also in the 2nd, we have Dawn of the Firebird by Sarah Mughal Rana. This one I think is actually just fantasy, potentially. Somewhere that I looked, I thought I had read that it was like romantic fantasy, but then I looked again and I couldn't find that. So I don't know, maybe I was just like, I don't know what I was thinking, but it still sounds really cool. This one is, our female main character is the daughter of the overthrown emperor, and so she joins her enemy's army school to get vengeance. It said something about like this, if you like the Poppy War, that you might like this. I still have not read the Poppy War because I'm just kind of like scared to read that. This sounded cool. And then also in the 2nd, we have Legend by Karina Halley. This was formerly indie, and I'm like beating myself for not having read it when it was indie, because when it was indie, it was on KU, and now that it is traditionally published, it was taken out of KU, and I'm very upset about that. Anyway, so this is the 2nd book of a duet from Karina Halley. It is a Sleepy Hollow retelling, but it is a spicy MMF story. So, sounds great. I wish I would have read it already. Then on the 5th, we have Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. This is a dystopian romance. And this one, we have our female main character. She is an assassin, and she is trying to kill the heir of the king or the prince or something. President, that's what it is. And she misses, and then somehow she's forced into an arranged marriage with him. And so it's their love story. So this sounds very much enemies to lovers. I don't know how that's going to go, but it sounds cool. Then on the 9th, we have My Blade, You're Back by K.M. Moronova. This is, I believe, the second book of a series of different, like, Black Ops people and missions. The two characters in this ones are like partnered together in the Black Ops, but she has amnesia. That's about all I know about it. I love this cover though, it's very pretty. Also on the 9th, we have The Cursed Horde King by Zoe Draven. This is the second book in her Hordes of Ethica series. And I have read book 1 of this one. I did arc read that. She did have sign-ups for arcs of this one, but I haven't signed up for it. I haven't decided if I want to sign up for it because I just kind of like need a little break from all the arcs that I've been doing. But anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, this one, our female main character is a spy. We have another spy kind of person here. And she ends up forming a reluctant alliance with an enemy king. Like she has to go to this accords, this meeting with all these different like rulers. I don't know. Anyway, so somehow she ends up going back to his home place and forming an alliance with him. I really enjoyed book 1, so I am excited for this. Then on the 11th, we have Keeping Score by Rebecca Jinshak. This is the second book of her Moonshot Hockey series. I adore Rebecca Jinshak's covers. Like, look how cute this is with the pastel-y kind of covers. This one is a like, I don't know if it's like a one night stand, but it's like a waking up from Vegas and like she accidentally got married. So they decide to continue to fake their marriage. She is a gymnast and he is her next door neighbor who is also a hockey player. This sounds really fun. Then on the 26th, we have The Promise of Forever by Morgan Elizabeth. This is the second book of her Holly Ridge series, which book 1 came out in October. So I don't know if Morgan Elizabeth just had both of these written out or if she was just like, I don't know, but she's putting out books like so quickly. This one, there's not like a blurb up for it yet, but from her socials, it takes place in a small town. The first book was like a Christmas holiday romance. So small town kind of holiday. And he is her best friend's brother. He's also a single dad. I'm sure there's probably also going to be some Grumpy Sunshine in there because I have yet to read a Morgan Elizabeth book that did not have Grumpy Sunshine in it. And then on the 30th, we have We Who Will Die by Stasia Stark. So this is supposed to be a fantasy romance with like the Roman Empire and vampires. So this one is our female main character. In order to save her younger brothers, she is forced to like make this deal to kill the emperor. And in order to do that, she has to enter into this competition that's like a fight to the death to become part of the emperor's royal like guard. And then she's got like all these other people like that she has to like make deals with and like help her along the way. All these different vampires. So that sounds cool. And the 2 books that don't actually have dates yet for them, so they may end up coming out at the very end of November. I have a suspicion that they'll be coming out like sometime in December. So first up, Winter Wishlist by Elliot Rose. This is a holiday romance. I believe this is a holiday novella, and her socials, all it says is just coming soon. There's no date for this. I know it has fake dating. Again, it's a holiday. There's threesome. Sounds super fun. And then another one that I'm suspicious that I think will be coming out is a book from Chiara Foresteiri, which is not even on like Goodreads or anything. I don't believe there's a title for this, but this author keeps teasing all of the tropes that are going to be in this. She keeps teasing quotes from this book and a bunch of art from this book. So this will be the second book of the Fated to the Cowboy series. So I'll just kind of show you some of her stuff from the social media page. So, and all of her stuff on this, again, just says coming soon. I looked at, you could sign up to get an arc of this. And even in the arc, it doesn't give you a date of when this is coming out, but it says that the arcs would be going out to people if you had approved for it in either late November or early December. So that leads me to believe that this will be coming out sometime in December. I just don't know what the title is or what the cover is going to be for this, but I know it is monster romance. It's supposed to be like sweet and spicy. I read book 1 and I really liked it. It was really good. This one features a lot of different kinks in it. It's supposed to be femdom. I think he might have been like a soldier or something. She changes him. So that happened in book 1, where it was like the female was the monster, and when she bit him, it changed him to make him like more compatible with her and her monstrous thing. So like in book 1, I think it gave him horns and maybe a tail. This one, I think it said that he gets another peen. So I'm very excited for this. I just don't know a ton about it or when it's coming out. But those are all of my anticipated releases for December. If you have some others that I didn't mention, make sure to leave a comment about them to let all of us know. But others, that's going to be it. Hit all my buttons, thumbs up, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.